All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to another Clearmud live stream. Forgive the delayed start this morning. All right, let's make sure that we are live. We're gonna push this landing page live today. We'll send out that newsletter today. We're gonna be working out a Fable and Hermes Agent today. Should be a fun one. Hey, what's up, Mike? Welcome back. How we doing today? Happy Friday. All right. And we are live. Hey, what's up, Mike? Welcome. We are live. All right. Yo, what's up, Whoosh? What's up, Aura? All right. Let's see where we left off last night. And we got to decide, what do we want to build today? I think I also want to test this live. I had a Fable recreate Windows XP 64-bit Debian based because I just missed that operating system. I had it build out a 64-bit version and an ARM version compatible with silicone chipsets. So I think first things first, let's test it, and then we'll get into the vibe coding, and then we'll do a little Hermes work. And we'll just vibe back and forth. What's everybody been building since Wednesday? I'm curious. I'm very, very curious. And also, is my audio good today? Let's get those beats cranked up and start vibing. You already know what it is. Oh, I don't know any other way. Now let's I should have enough resources. I'm finally moving both of these VMs off of this M1 Max. I have a package arriving today. It's a fun little home lab. It's that AI Max 395 Plus or AI Max Plus 395 chip with 128 gigs of memory soldered on. And then I have two NVMEs that I'm going to set as a RAID 1 to mirror for redundancy purposes, right? Even though I will be backing up the system in case of hardware failure. Yo, what's up, Derek? How we doing today? I know you've been building like crazy. All right, let's close that out. Let's see, do they need my signature? I hope I hear the doorbell when it rings. I can't hear anything once I have these headphones on. Go. Let's go ahead and create a new VM, shall we? We'll just do base. Now, where did you place those ISOs? There they are. Oh, I should probably pull this on screen, eh? Now, since this is a VM, we are going to use the AMD 64-bit. Continue. It is Debian based. And we'll just keep it at the default specs. That should be enough to get it rolling. I'm just going to call this test because I do plan on deleting that one. What's up, Dua? Welcome. How we doing today? This one is CMux. It's my personal new favorite, thanks to Theo. Theo promoted it quite a few months back, and I've been using it off and on, but I find myself using it more often than not. I just love how it categorizes things, and then it has, you know, it's based off of Ghosty, so I can split the terminal every which way, right? Create tiled approaches, etc., etc. But I find myself creating tiled approaches less, because within each, right, each tab, you then have your tiled approach there. Oh, we also turned ClawCrib. Well, we didn't turn it into anything crazy. We optimized the 3D side of it with Fable. So let's see, we'll test that in a bit. Let me continue down this path. No operating system was found. Check your startup disk. So it did not one-shot it. It did not one-shot it. That's a bummer. What's the hotkey? It's Control Command, right? Yeah, there we go. Been working on SoulClaw, 777 agents, but best feature is now called Fusion. Merge any two together. It's so fun. Hey, let's go. I think I'm gonna have to combine Ted Lasso with somebody. I don't know who off the top of my head, but I'm thinking we combine Ted Lasso with somebody else. Let's move that up there. Oh, good morning, John. Welcome back. How we doing today? Close that, close that, close that. Maybe it's this boot order. So let's move that one up. Oh no, I gotta, plus doesn't work for some reason, so I gotta move these down. All right. I mean, maybe that'll do the trick. I've never had to do that when attaching ISOs though in VMware Fusion. It usually just picks up on it. Nice, nice. What are you building? What are you building? I think we all are. I'm gonna be hitting that 50% mark with ease, and you know, if I think it's worth it, I'll sub another $200 a month plan just for the month, just to take advantage of another 50% of Fable. I've done Dwight Schrute plus Juan Swanson, then Sheldon Cooper and Isaac Newton. That Beat Farmer slash Ron Swanson approach might. Interesting. All right. I meant to actually shut that down and not pause that. Yeah, let me did that incorrectly. Unless, of course, I don't remember having to deploy an ARM64 ISO on this machine for Ubuntu, but let's just see what happens when we try to boot from it. Okay. It sees something. Everything. Anything and everything. What about you? Interesting. Okay. I mean, tried to recreate XP with the colors. I could have sworn I told it don't use XP colors. This is hilarious. It kept it messaged me like saying, hey, we can't use Microsoft assets. I was like, yes, that makes sense. We're trying to create a replica. It's inspired by it. So I mean, kind of works. This is funny. Let's see, does the web browser work? Let's go to our YouTube channel. Hilarious. We are live. Oh, that's funny.
We're looking for people 40 plus who want.
Why is that? Oh, yes, that would make sense. I would have to specify external headphones. Now it comes through here.
In 28 days.
Does it really
no
pop?
free time needed, just 10 minutes a day.
Does it really pop up an ad right when you open this live stream? That's kind of annoying.
Prompting, agents, and vibe.
Okay. Let's try to deploy Hermes Agent within this this OS, shall we? Is it a news dash? I don't think it's news dash research. I think it's news research. There we go. Yo, what's up, Duval? How we doing today? Now, does it call it the command prompt or the terminal? I'm curious. Terminal emulator, okay. What if I type in CMD? Ah. No, I meant to do curl, not sudo. Doi. Close out. There we go. This is hilarious though. Look at these old school top menu bars. Ah, I love it. Taskbar? No, that's not taskbar. What did they call this in Windows? This bottom menu bar. Is it a taskbar? Sheesh, that's how far removed I am from Windows. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Caught up on all my sleep last night because yesterday I was operating off of like 4 hours or 3 hours of sleep. It was rough. Once I got the day going, it was easy, but it was a rough day. Just sleep wise. Taskbar. Okay, yeah. Dude, that's how long it's been. Well, start menu, yes, I remember that part. But taskbar. Yeah, okay. That's how far removed I am from Windows-based operating systems. Yeah, exactly. I freaking love it. I didn't want to reinvent the wheel. I guess I could have prompted Fable, build your own OS that's compatible with modern sockets and chipsets, but I told it to build it off of Debian, to make it Debian based. So nice. How you liking it so far? Whoa. Hilarious. That was great. Ah, sorry, I gotta go get a paper towel. Spilled some coffee on the desk. That's gonna bug me. We're just having some fun. I had Fable build me a replica or a Debian-based OS inspired by Windows XP 64-bit. It kind of did miss the assignment just a little bit, but it was such a simple one-shot prompt that I set before I went to bed, essentially. Why not? Why not? Why not? Is the real question. It's like a mentor who helps me find root cause problems with my business and daily life. I love it. That's not how you spell realistic. I don't remember Windows having this type of drop down here. When did this? What'd that do? It does nothing. Oh, it might be locked up. We'll give it a moment. Ooh, that's some great coffee. Nice. In the meantime, let's go check out Claw Crib. What port are you hosted on? Let's check 3000. Nope, that's a part of that video we made Thursday. I know it wasn't the most exciting, but we are actually going to be shipping this. I'm going to be doing a lot of work on it for next week's Thursday drop. And we're actually going to deploy that to production, so that'll be a long one. But it didn't put Claw Crib there. Maybe it put it on its default. Sometimes it'll use 5173. No, I guess I'll ask it, I suppose. Oh, this was ugh, ugly. That was me testing Sonnet. It had no, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It did great on the output, but when it came to making creative decisions, unless you specified, it just generated this plain plop that looks like a wiki. Port. Looks like it did lock up. It did lock up. That's a bummer. Ah, 3210. Got it. So I didn't touch 2D, but 3D, I had it kind of run a pass through here, and let's see. It's taking a bit to load and render. Haha. Ah. Hard refresh. Okay. I'll just screenshot that. Labs, that's actually something that I'm not going to show publicly yet, at least. Maybe I just need to give it more memory? We'll try that. Just force quit. I should have enough memory to go around. I guess we're about to find out. I'm excited to also have a daily driver that's going to have 128 gigs of RAM soon. I should be getting that in the middle of August, so another month and a half. of this old M1. Ooh, on the delivery truck, I don't see a signature required for this package. Maybe if I just go to FedEx instead of this. I'd imagine it requires a signature because of the cost. Let's see. Sorry, I'm squirreling for a bit really quick. I want to make sure that says it's going to arrive between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. So pretty much during our live stream. Manage delivery. Yeah, you know, it doesn't say. Usually it'll tell you signature required. I might just have to. Well, I don't see any option to add a signature on the delivery, so kind of shocked by that. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think most all models, if it's a very well-defined plan, it could do the job. I think our expectations of newer models are what's killing, you know, the perception of those models. Is it using Mac? I mean, it is using Debian-based icons. I don't think these are Mac icons. I still want to try to deploy Hermes Agent on this thing, so. But it is incredibly slow. Might not even be worth the time to play with on this live stream. Yo, what's up, Pokemon? You know, today we're just vibing. We're vibing with Fable, a couple different projects. We're also going to put some finishing touches on the Hermes Agent Bootcamp. I'll work on the curriculum this weekend, but that does go live a week from today, actually. So we'll be live streaming next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, every day. We'll probably go about 3 to 5 hours per episode until we're done on Monday. Yo, what's up, Nicholas? Yeah, happy Independence Day. Yeah, if you celebrate, happy 4th, everyone, this weekend. I'm loving Fable so far. I've just been building random things. I have been putting a lot of its usage into labs, which is going to be our first front-facing OS. There is currently a waitlist open for it. Okay, this loads now, but it isn't loading any of the data from our OC setup. Connecting gateway. Interesting. Definitely looks better than it did before, but there's some overlap here. Let me just confirm. That does have a static IP, so it shouldn't have changed. Let me see if this is something on OpenClaw's side or something on ClawCrib's side. Oh, interesting. That IP isn't even kicking anything back here. listen, this was a fun experiment, but I have a feeling it's contributing towards that. So let me close this out. Yeah, that VM's locked up, that's why. Come on, don't make me force quit. Yo, what's up, Sharma? How we doing today? Gotta say, I love the styling of the new room. The little window with the skyscrapers outside of it is a nice effect. Oh, it actually did a conference room too? I gotta work on these controls for the camera. Ooh, oh, the arrow keys don't work? I feel like that would have been a nice implementation. All right. So is that back online yet? Almost. Might have to force quit that. Yeah, and I feel like the same can be applied for Fable, right? Have Fable handle the plan and part of the implementation, but then hand off some of that to Opus. And then obviously Sonic. All right, come on, VM. You're really gonna make me force restart this? I hate doing that. Oh no, it's back. Right when I was about to do it. So let me hard refresh this page. Still cannot reach. All. Yeah, I mean, 5.6 is right around the corner, right? So super excited for that one. Also, if anyone's looking for a job opportunity and wants to work for Anthropic, they have this program going on. I just discovered. My sister, she always forwards me, she's in the corporate world, she always forwards me random links and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I've built my own business, I can't really take a job like this. But figured I'd share it with the audience. So they have this fellows program, and I think it's open. I think they do have spots open for July. It was like May and July or something like that. Does this work if you hit apply? Long story short, it's like a full-time gig, and they give you a stipend, a fancy way of saying getting paid, but you have to use that stipend. I'm guessing it's if you come here from another country. So weekly stipend of $38.50 or 2,300 pounds or 4,300 Canadian dollars plus benefits varying by country. So it's 4 months of full-time research, direct mentorship from Anthropic researchers, access to a shared workspace. Either this would be cool, but I don't think I'm going to apply, right? I figured I'd rather just share it with you guys to see if somebody else can benefit from this. It's essentially you're getting paid to research and learn AI. This is my understanding of this program, right? It does have some prerequisites. Where is it? And I'd imagine you get free access to Claude as well. Where did I read that? Hold on. Why am I looking at the stream video, not the actual screen I have open? Okay, maybe it was in the next screen. No? Yeah, it's usually near the bottom. Was it a whole nother tab that I saw this on? Hold on. But yeah, it might be a fun opportunity. Even if you don't think you're qualified, apply. Why not? Like, why not? It takes 15 minutes out of your day to apply. No, that wasn't it. It must have been a different page than I saw it. Yeah, so expectation of 40 hours per week for 4 months. That's practically a full-time job right there. Yeah, for some reason, it must have been on another page and I already closed it. So, but yeah, go check it out. Oh, is this back online yet? No. All right. I think we're gonna close that. The VM's acting funky right now. Oof. Yeah, I know what my weekend's gonna turn into. Close. I mean, it's online. The gateway's up. I can talk to my main agent, Muddy, but it's just not being recognized by ClawCrib anymore. Interesting. And it's incredibly slow. Force quit, force quit. Let's make sure that IP didn't reset. If config. Yeah, this is incredibly slow. Wow. Insane. Yeah, I could have, you know, I see this from the perspective of paying for inference, right? Whereas if you find a way to utilize the subscriptions, it's no more expensive than GPT or Gemini for that matter, the monthly subs or even Grok. But from the perspective of paying the inference via API retail costs, then yeah. Yeah, for sure. Theo actually posted something about it. Let's go take a look. Maybe we can all learn something. I saw this yesterday when I was on the job, and I briefly looked at it. Let's see. It's going to be one of his posts from yesterday. And I thought to myself, I'll come back to this tomorrow. Where is he? think it was this post here, right? All right. So here's the relevant part of his Claude MD. So he still finds Codex way better at computer use, verification of UI and UX work, and generally more efficient at execution on well-spec'd work. Min-maxing this has been genuinely really fun. Let's go take a look at this. Picking the right models for workflows and sub-agents. Okay. Created his own kind of like legend with priority. How to apply, these are defaults, not limits. You have standing permission to override them. If a cheaper model's output doesn't meet the bar, rerun or redo work with a smarter model without asking. Judge the output, not the price tag. Escalating costs. Less than shipping mediocre work. Cost is a tiebreaker only. When axes conflict. Anything that ships. An extra independent perspective. I actually kind of like incorporating that. I want to use that. It's a great line. Never use haiku. There's like nothing. Just never use haiku. Oh, that's funny. Mechanics 5.5 is only reachable through Codex CLI. Hey, this is kind of useful. This is kind of useful. Would I copy this outright? No, but this would inspire me to craft my own or fine tune my own. I haven't worked on my Claude MD in a bit, to be honest. Let me open up a different terminal for this. Because I don't think it's too sensitive, but before I just blindly YOLO that on screen. What's Ghosty at? Where you at? Why are you hidden? Oh, that weird bug. There we go. Let me spin up Claude over here. No, you have big brain, Mr. Baker. Big brain, big brain. When your business reaches a certain size, they automatically push you to API billing. Got it. Got it. Got it. I mean, I know this would technically be frowned upon, and I'm not sure if it would be against their terms of service unless they have that specifically in the terms of service. Just create dummy Claude accounts that are outside of your organization's domain. I don't know. That's a workaround right there, but unless they limit it based off of your IP, in which in any case you would have to VPN, use a free public VPN solution. I mean, there's always going to be a workaround, right? But that makes sense. We aren't completely ditching Claude, but it won't be used for everything we do going forward. Makes sense. Makes sense. See, did he give us anything else? All right, I don't know who this is, so I trust Theo because I don't think he would ever do that to anybody, but obviously when you're screenshotting anything, always be careful. Excuse me. Got it. kind of want to use Fable 5 on, let me pull this off screen really quick to make sure I wasn't in something sensitive when I open this tab. And I was, I'm glad I checked. Let's pull that out of there. We'll just close that session. There we go. I kind of want to work on the Agent Atlas plugin with Fable. Ooh, and have it build like a 3D screensaver always on tab within the Hermes Agent dashboard. I think that would be a fun one. But man, this is incredibly slow. What's going on today? Is it just me spinning up that one VM? Let me go remove that from disk, even though we powered it off. I have a few older ones as well. I can probably... Oh, we're doing some maintenance this weekend. This is going to be a big infra Saturday and Sunday. I should probably go see my nephews and go to this family little 4th of July barbecue, but other than that, I'm going to be right here. Mike over here. Min-maxing. Is that the right term? I guess token maxing. But sheesh, that's awesome. Yeah, the most I've ever had at one time is 2. But then they dropped that ban hammer on third-party harnesses. So I allocated that second $200 a month budget to a GPT Pro sub. But I am strongly considering, depending on how the next 24 hours go, I may very well get a second max plan just to maximize using Fable 5. I just need to justify the expense. It will be a business expense, obviously, but nevertheless, I don't want to do it just to build random things. I want to do it with proper intention behind it. And I do have some, you know, working on some plans right now that it may very well be worth building what I'm working on, but it's still in the planning stage. Hey, if you don't mind sharing, what are you building? I think what we're going to start doing here on Mondays on this stream, obviously after the bootcamp, because the next Monday, or I guess this coming Monday is not bootcamp yet, but I want to do like a roast day where we just listen, we give everybody the spotlight, but we also just look at it. We try to break an app. We try to, you know, give our honest 2 cents, so to speak, on somebody's web app or SaaS landing page or agent SaaS landing page, whatever it is you're building. Like, I think it would be a fun format, and we just call it the roast every Monday. I think that might be fun. Yeah, exactly. My sister would understand. Plus, my parents, they're in Portugal right now, so it's like, not all my family's here. And my family in the States are very limited compared to Portugal and Brazil. Like, I can count the family members on, like, the core family members on one hand, but 2 hands between, like, various, like, family friends and cousins that did migrate here. But sheesh, Portugal, there's well over 50, right? And then Brazil, there's a ton more because my dad's siblings all migrated there when he was a teenager. So, you know, hundreds of cousins over there, I think, if my math is correct. So many, I forget names. It's horrible. It's horrible. That's one thing I was gonna do. I squirreled. Oh, we already worked on a little activity room, but it's absolute trash. What is this? I can't even adjust the camera. Interesting. All right. I think we work on this. What's the most efficient way? I guess I can... Let me pull that off screen really quickly here. Close, close, close. Escalator. Okay, they're loaded. Gateway's reachable now. It's just that VM is operating incredibly slowly. Let's see, I haven't looked at this yet. Interesting. Interesting creative decision here, Fable. And it missed the beat. I said use the OpenClaw logo, not the Claw Crib logo for the main agent. Kind of looks like a Mr. Paperclip. I guess that, you know, it makes sense because it was probably referencing the logo I created for Claw Crib, these brackets. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, what's up with the creative decision though on the characters? Oh, right on, right on. Do you have any local hardware or hardware to run local models? I have one unit coming in today. It's the AI Max 395 chip with 128 gigs of RAM. And then we'll be putting 4 terabyte NVMEs in there. But depending on how this one goes, I may very well buy a second one and then start my own little mini cluster. I would love to budget for 4 out of the gate. I just don't, you know, I'm juggling wanting to upgrade my daily driver. So I'm buying this for my lab / hosting my main systems first, and then laptop, and then I'll consider adding in another 3 to that cluster, or rather creating a cluster by adding another 3 of the same spec hardware. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. I love it. I'm happy for you. I'm jealous, but I'm happy for you. When I first started this channel, I did not have the budget for hardware. I've had to slowly build up a war chest here. Mike over here killing it. Dude, right on. Right on. All right, let me go check Discord. Finish before I squirrel a little bit. Let me prompt Muddy really quick. Ooh, Muddy's offline in Discord? Alright, I may very well just have to do some real-time maintenance on these VMs because that's just unacceptable. Yeah. All right. We did create a daily snapshot today, so if it breaks, we can restore it. Let me just force shut down. We're gonna force shut down both. Hate doing that, but is what it is. So I'm shutting down there. You know, Hermes is a bit more responsive, so I'm going to try to manually shut that down instead of forcing it. Come on now. I spoke too soon. It is not more responsive. Yeah, I feel like I want to go back to those floating humanoid robots. But I gotta say, the character movement is pretty impressive. Like, why did it give everybody almost dread looking hair? I didn't tell it to do this. That's too funny. That is too funny. All right, gateway should be offline. There we go. We're shutting down there as well. Wonderful. All right. That's good there. All right. Give me a second. I'm realizing I squirreled and didn't log into FedEx. I want to make sure no signature is required, so that if I don't hear the doorbell, they'll at least drop it. Give me one second. Because that's the worst. Has anybody else ran into that? They're home, they're at the office, whatever. They try to deliver a package and it's something you're anticipating, but due to a signature, they keep it. And then you either have to wait until later in the day or the following day, or have to go chase it or go to the, the main facility to pick it up. That's happened far too many times. Than I can even count. Oh dang. It's literally 2 blocks away. I think I'm gonna have to stream with this. I love how you can show these. Nice. Sweet. Oh, that's exciting. Let me catch up here. Nice. One does all the home assistance from calendar to home assistant tasks. One doing my business and code to my website. And the third is my wife's Aunt Kathy. Nice, nice, nice. Hey, if anybody in chat is looking for an opportunity, I'm not sure, you know, what it is the brand name is, Mike, but, you know, always happy to connect. Not to say I would be one of those, right? Because I am bootstrapping this brand. So as far as investing in another brand at this moment, it's off the table for me personally. But that's not to say in the next few years that that won't change. I want to put them all in a boardroom. Okay, nice, nice. Mr. Baker. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'd be down with some H200s. Some B200s are kind of out of the price range as far as I'm concerned at this moment, but the H200s are somewhat within reach if you have that type of budget. Is it H200? I believe it's H200. Yeah, H200. All 3 machines, 3060 Ti, everything is local except my wife's. We use Kimi 2.6 for the cloud. Nice, nice. Yeah, I might have to. Well, yeah, you're not wrong, huh? Well, listen, I gave it to Fable and I said, let's turn this into an ultra realistic Sims-like crib, right? And the only just like change in the prompt that I made was the main agent should be a replica of OpenClaw's logo, but it replicated ClawCrib's logo. But then it also made this creative decision on how everybody should look, and they all have like this dread hair with these like midnight faces. I'm wondering why it made that decision the way that it did, you know? It's a little Mr. Paperclip running around right there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep one ear open for now because I should be able to hear the delivery driver pull up in his truck outside. Yo, welcome back. Yeah, happy to see you too. Thanks for being here. Sheesh, what did you build? That's the real question. What did you build? Everything is in reach if you have the budget. 110%. Hey, thank you. So this was originally created as it's meant to be like an always on activity, AI agent activity dashboard. And it pulls from your ClawCrib, or rather your OpenClaw gateway. I'm building something similar for Hermes Agent, but I was gonna open source this, right? So the whole idea is you just run npx and npx ClawCrib on wherever your OpenClaw system is set up, and it spins up a dev server locally. Of course, it pulls from your default gateway. You have to specify, obviously. It'll try to detect it, but I have yet to create the onboarding part of it, but it should be pretty straightforward. And then it's just whatever agent workspaces you have, it creates an agent for them so that you can visualize what they're doing. Are they in their office? Are they thinking? I can run a bunch of tests, but when they're actually typing back, or if I'm chatting with the main, it'll show a little like thinking chat bubble. If it's referencing the Kanban board or adding tasks or executing on tasks, it walks to the board. So like I'm still working on it, but it was just a fun project to kind of always keep on a monitor to always see what the OpenClaw system is doing. And I'm going to be doing the same thing for Hermes as well. But I was tackling OpenClaw first. So this will be open sourced at some point. Listen, I'm getting in the routine. We're shipping one thing per month minimum, on top of everything else we're doing here. So this month I'm prioritizing that extension that I'm building in the form of a few long form videos, GEO extension, because that's just too good of a domain that I've been squatting on. So that's going live this month. That's the priority for July. And then I think next month I'll prioritize maybe a combo of ClawCrib and Agent Atlas for the Hermes agent system. Before I squirrel, let me just I'm keeping an eye on this package because I do not want to have to go chase this down later. It's gonna be really annoying. Right now, and see, now with this, now I might have to set this up. Unreal Engine looks pretty cool, and I bet you could make it so that you can have the agent walk up and actually talk to you if you wanted to. I'm playing with that now. Nice. It looks like it's making its rounds. It's like directly 2 blocks that way. But it's slowly been working its way down this other street, 2 streets over. Come on now, just route around right to our spot. I remember you talking about this. You should. I feel like I should on a live stream. That would be a fun live stream. Maybe we do that next week. Maybe that's our Wednesday before the boot camp. That might be the move. It's FedEx. It's FedEx. But that would be funny. That would be funny. That would be real funny. I mean, I guess that's a tactic. I know the driver's name. I don't remember ever seeing the driver's name being put on these tracking IDs in the past, but I haven't looked at a package like this in a while though, so I usually just wait for them to arrive. Yeah, this is all just demo placeholder stuff because the gateway is not reachable. So now we're turning this back on. I just had to do a little bit of maintenance there. And then we'll run a few tests. Also, let's have it update that logo. All right. OpenClaw should be coming back on any moment now. See, is usage really still only at 28% on the week for Fable? Nice. I've been too conservative. Nice, nice. That's awesome, man. Yeah, for sure. Oh, did you really? You pulled the trigger? I remember you were thinking about it, right? Yeah, for sure. I think it's justified, man. Let's also do a quick update, shall we? One can never have enough screen. I'm considering another 27-inch because the one I stream on, I think I've shared before. It's an old 24-inch, and my view of it is different than your view of it. That's the shape that it's in. And when I say view, I mean more so brightness and contrast than anything. But it's legible enough, and I know that it's good on the stream's end, so that's why I use it. Plus, I keep this one at 1080p, a rather low resolution, so that you guys can actually see what's on the screen. Because if I were to put a 4K monitor or 4K resolution on the screen that I'm sharing, things would not be that legible for you. Fix a lot of things on my trading terminal. Also found 3 bugs in the third-party API I was using, and their team was surprised how I found them. Nice. Nice. Getting stuff done over here, man. I love it. One got delivered, and she looked and just laughed. Oh, that's awesome. She laughed like, ah, I'm happy for you. She might have laughed like, ha, that means I can buy something. That means it's my turn to spend a little something, something. Oh, look at that. He's got red eyes. Why does he look like the devil? He's a little short one too. He needs to be bigger. That's hilarious. We are updating OpenClaw though, so just doing a little bit of maintenance on that VM real quick. You know what? I think this is a great opportunity. I'm going to take a quick bio break, BRB. All right, we are back. We are back. Come on, FedEx truck. I'm keeping my eye on this damn map. It's really annoying. Funny you said that. An hour later, a car monitor came in for the kids. No, that's not annoying at all. That's a great question. I'll come back to it after I answer this. Yesterday, not 1 minute was spent in Fable because I was at a client's office. Yeah, yesterday was not a day to vibe, right? So had I worked all day yesterday from home, surely I would have been closer to 100%. But yeah, that explains it there. So yeah, and I've also been very intentional because, you know, tonight, tomorrow, I'm locked in. So we'll see how quickly I get to that 100%. If I need to pay for another $200 a month plan, I'll do it. You know, if I find that I want to utilize that. But going back to it, so listen, there's a lot of different perspectives. Did it pain you not using Fable all day? Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, it was a busy day, so nevertheless, like, yes, I wish I was using Fable, but I had a great day in general. Yeah, I can't say it pained me. No, because I knew that this weekend was going to be all Fable for me. What's up, Rocco? Welcome. How we doing today? So I think it, you know, going back to this OpenClaw and Hermes can be useful. It's all about, like, you know, do you wish you had a team of agents who can do a certain subset of tasks for you without you asking and holding their hand? That's like question number one. Number two is, do you wish you had a personal assistant that you can just prompt something to and then it does the work for you? There's a lot of different use cases, but those are the first two questions I would ask myself if I were you, right? It sounds like in your case, you might benefit from a small little engineering team or a web developer that, or just an engineer in general that could build you a prototype for a new idea based off of certain pain points. You can have a subset of bots, one bot, let me rephrase that, agents, scrape overnight on LinkedIn, X, and Reddit, right? Those are the three most popular ones to try to find pain points. It can build you a prototype based off of the pain point that ranks the highest. And all you have to do is set up the automation for that, right? And every night it'll do that research, it'll scrape that data, and every night it will build you a prototype so you wake up to a prototype. So there's a lot of different use cases. These are just like scratching the surface. I'm sharing certain thoughts with you to hopefully spark something as far as like, oh, if you could do that, then you could do this, right? Like that's just scratching the surface. Is that helpful? I know that doesn't answer your question as a whole, but I was trying to give certain examples to hopefully spark something in your brain. Right now I'm using Fable for this one. I was searching into Reddit and Hermes groups about memory and found Nemo's sign. That is very interesting. I do not know. So the only one that I've been thoroughly testing is holographic. It doesn't come pre-enabled, but it's one of the built-in memory tools that you can enable that's hosted locally on your Hermes Agent system. Now, people here in the community have been using, I believe, the likes of Honcho and Hindsight. So those are two on my list. I have a VM I'd like to deploy. I just haven't had the need for it yet. I'm calling it Memory OS, and all it is it's going to host either Honcho or Hindsight or both. I just haven't gotten to the point of needing that. So yeah, and this is a great simple like recommendation. Honestly, this is the most boring one, but this might be the biggest unlock for you. And hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Huzna? I'm going to say Huzna until you give me your name. Huzna, so the morning brief, it's a simple one. Say you'd like to be briefed on X, Y, and Z every morning. And then you give it a certain set of rules of where you want to pull that data from, how you want that data presented to you. It's the simplest automation you can create, but it'll start to unlock different ideas. And I always recommend just start as simply as possible, right? Don't try to start to build some crazy complex team. Just build one thing and then stack it day after day after day. I have a feeling you'll find some value in that, but it's just a matter of just build that first thing, build that first agent, build that first automation, right? Claude plans. Nice. Is this, I'm guessing, who's name? Who's name or who's nine? I'm guessing who's name. So who's name? Thank you for sharing. I won't forget that now. Hopefully I got that correctly. I try to remember everybody's avatars if it's not clear what their name is, right? Luckily for me, most names are in the avatar or the the username. Mr. Baker, on the other hand, he's Mr. Baker, aka Mr. Hermes, aka Cookie Monster. I don't know his real name, and that's okay because those three names for me are good enough. Oh, don't tell me now. Here I am, already squirreled and lost track of the FedEx truck. Whose name? Right on. Got it. Hey, thanks for sharing. All right. Yep. OpenClaw's gateway is restarting at this moment, so that makes sense why that's empty. Come on. Yeah, you can, for sure. Oh, am I muted? Oh no, that was just my video that was gone. You can, for sure. I personally have both of my executive assistants on my day-to-day OpenClaw operations and then my Hermes Agent team that collaborate together, right? I have it set to crons. I also primarily use it as a form of an ad hoc stand-up to where I'll bring a topic to the group chat. They answer and then they start to go back and forth. I have, generally speaking, Neo on my Hermes Agent team. He'll QA Muddy's work. Muddy will handle all of our website related work, and then Neo will QA that. They help me create video props. You know, to me, it's more so for my day-to-day operations. And give me 1 second. I'm just way too focused on this package. I'm not trying to miss it. Hey, that would be awesome. Listen, it's definitely on my list. I love to travel, so I'm on, there's a reason I got this world map corkboard behind me. There's pins in it to let me know, to remind me of every country I've been to. And I think I'm upwards of 20 so far. Just under 20 actually. And I'd like to hit 100 in my lifetime, so. Why are you were just showing me the map, FedEx, and now you're trying to have me create an account. Come on now. Come on now. I don't need another account. Come on. Is it really? Did it just start out of curiosity? Or are you saying in general it's laggy? I think I need to optimize my That's annoying. Oh, so I guess that just came in through everybody. Hopefully that's just temporary. I didn't do anything. I didn't change anything. That's interesting. I wonder what's causing that. Let me know if and when that clears up. Okay, must have just been some slight hiccup. Will never shock us all. About right. It's about right. That's what I like. Start going further away. I like to see it. You know what I mean? Hate that. Absolutely hate that. That's a big pet peeve of mine. All right, let's see. Is Muddy back online? Muddy is not. What's going on? Yeah, at this point, I am. Yeah, it had to have been the internet. Some slight weird bug. Okay, that's done. Still very laggy? Interesting. I feel like that's directly correlated to the work I just started doing on that VM. So when I do a quick speed test, now the speed test looks good. It must be the work on that VM, to be honest. It's weird. I'm hoping it resolves itself very quickly here. It's just finishing up the install. We'll see if it clears up after this. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's close that out. We're good there, we're good there. Is it really? Okay. All right, let's see. It could have just been related to this VM. This will be the last stream we have to deal with this, luckily. Let me just verify we're on the latest version here. We are. Wonderful. Okay, that's good. You should be back online now. There he is. He is back online. So we are good to go. Yeah, because the internet speed was fine. I'm guessing it was just some hardware issues. I have been running this thing. Keep in mind, I have been doing a significant amount of work and multitasking and hosting different VMs on this M1 Max with 32 gigs of RAM. That's it. It's been solid, but it's time, like, I need to upgrade, right? Well, I would need to upgrade sooner if I was going to continue using this to host a lot of different things. But now that I have this new box coming today, I migrate OpenClaw and Hermes off of this machine. I'll be able to hobble along for the next month, about 6 weeks, before I get a new... I'm in the market for an M4 Max 128, 8 terabytes used, or a refurbished M5. Because I do have a family friend discount I can use on Apple's refurbished store. So I'm just kind of waiting at this point. I'll be ready to buy that in the middle of August. What do you mean, where is it rendering? I think it's the M1. I think it's the M1. I don't think it's the network. OpenClaw from a personal perspective, although OpenClaw does handle my day-to-day operations and it assists in my content creation for Clearmud, whereas Hermes, that's what I deploy for clients, because most of my clients and the only businesses I'll work with are actual organizations. They're not startups, they're not solopreneurs they're not small to mid-size family-owned shops anymore. And Hermes Agent is just tried and true. It's reliable. OpenClaw has become more reliable. I'm not shitting on OpenClaw. OpenClaw has improved drastically. It's just nobody's talking about it because everyone chases this new shiny toy, you know? But pretty much moving forward, how I'm utilizing both systems. Listen, I'm a big advocate for if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I'm not going to take the time to migrate my OpenClaw system for Clearmud to Hermes. It's just, I have no interest in doing that, right? OpenClaw has become far more reliable in the past few months, to where the reason for doing it was its gateway reliability, which has been solved since. So, but then front-facing projects, client pods, anything revenue generating, my Hermes Agent team will be handling that. So that's how I'm approaching it personally. But listen, I say test both. I say test both with the same use case, with the same perspective, with the same build. And then you start to get an idea of which one you like more. I know it's kind of tedious, right? It might feel like a waste of time, but because you're going to be applying the same prompt and the same, you're building the same agent, the same automation, the same everything across both. But then you'll get an idea of which one you like more, right? I think that's the best approach personally. And then I did recently deploy a personal OpenClaw bot. For me, it will never be shown to the public. And I chose OpenClaw because it felt better for me from a personal perspective than choosing Hermes. All right. So we should be able to go back here. Are you really not back online? Hard refresh. There we are. He's so small. I want him to be bigger. Just a little guy. Nope, I've learned from experience. I personally host these locally because, if I can save myself a monthly expense as I'm bootstrapping this brand, I will. I host these locally because when I'm out of my local area network, when I need to talk to my agents, it's primarily through a Discord chat or Telegram chat, which is you can access from anywhere, right? Once you set up those bot tokens. So you don't need to do any port forwarding to the outside world, unless of course you want to access the gateway in the browser from any machine and any network out there, right? That's and then obviously any apps you deploy and host from that system, then yes. But I personally don't use the systems that way. They're internal first, internal only. They're not front facing. I know a lot of people in the community, they'll have an old laptop or an old desktop. Since they're not hosting and running local models to power their OpenClaw or Hermes Agent systems, right? You don't need that much hardware. You don't need to spend a couple thousand on a new rig to host an OpenClaw or Hermes Agent system if you're using your OpenAI or Grok subs, right? Or API costs. I personally don't pay retail API for my agents. Oh my God. Oh my God. Never. I was never that type of person in IT. If I broke it and I felt responsible, I wouldn't charge them I wouldn't charge them hourly to fix it. I was always very honest as an IT service provider. I created a few. Let's go take a look. I do. Long story short, yes, I do. But they might be a bit outdated. Let's actually search through our channel this way, because that's how you'll see it. So I think if we go to home, I did try to categorize things. OpenClaw. Where is it? This shows you how to get them talking to each other in Discord, I think, primarily. And when I say get them talking to each other, so Hermes and OpenClaw talking to each other. Where is it? Why is it not showing up here? It's almost like that video wasn't removed, was it? That's weird. Let's search. I'm going to type in Mac Mini because I remember titling it. Yeah, no Mac Mini, no VPS hosting. This is me setting up OpenClaw, I think originally. Parallel ClaudeBot locally on a Mac OS X using VMware Fusion, which, if you're unaware, VMware Fusion, VMware Workstation, it's all free because Broadcom did acquire that brand. Alternatively, you can use VirtualBox. But this is how I have all my systems hosted here locally on this M1 Max, is through VMware Fusion. And this walks you through how to set it up, how to install Ubuntu, and then how to deploy it. Now, it is 5 months old though, so keep that in mind. But the steps, the foundation of how it's set up, that doesn't change. And then I believe I did one for Hermes Agent as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, well, I did one for Windows 10. And it's a very simple install. Very simple install. Did I really? No, I think YouTube flagged you. I didn't see you comment recently, Sharma. My bad. But here I go again. Can you give us an abstract of the kind of systems you set up for clients? You don't have to be specific. Okay. So quick. Oh yeah, it looks like in YouTube chat, you commented up here. But in my chat, I don't see it. I primarily only look at this chat, Sharma, so forgive me. Because I can pin this chat. I can't pin this chat. Right? Weird. That is weird. Why did it do that? Gotta figure out why it did that. I'm also not signed into chat. What? Let me sign in real quick and I'll answer your question, Sharma. So what I build varies. It varies on what the client wants. And if the client doesn't know what they want, what we try to first do is we'll do an audit into pretty much their entire business as far as, okay, what are some repeatable tasks that stress you out, that annoy you? You know, my main goal with a client is, you know, I don't sell AI agent systems, right? If anything, I sell medicine, and it's medicine to alleviate pain, right? I try to find pain points and I try to create automations, or not try, create automations to alleviate and lift that pain, right? Sure, it's not going to be perfect out of the gate. Nothing is ever perfect, but my main focus is finding pain points and alleviating that stress, right? So it varies what we build. You know, it's better when I'm in person at a client's office, but remotely it's a little bit more difficult, right? Because you don't sense that body language when you're just being a fly on the wall in an office. You really have to have them share those pain points with you, and not everybody can get specific with pain points on a call or on top of mine. They have to think about it and then get back to me a week or two later, right? As they discover that pain. But that's essentially my focus, right? There's definitely more that goes into it, but I also, what's the password there? Shoot. But that's the gist of it. I know that's a very surface level answer. Hopefully that answers it. If not, I can try to get a little bit more specific. There we go. I don't know why, but some comments just aren't coming through chat. So if I'm missing your comment, that's weird. Yeah, this is weird. Like, I'm seeing a whole bunch of chat here, but no chat here. Wow, what is going on here, eh? Huh. I'll be darned. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question there. Let me know if it didn't. I can get a little bit more specific, but I wanted to just give you a surface level approach of how I look at every client moving forward. Now, in the past, you know, to start the year, I had a lot of people reaching out via email through the channel, and they already knew what they wanted to automate. So I didn't have to try to figure it out for them. It's when I have to try to figure out for them, that's my approach, right? We come on board to reduce friction, not add friction. The second I feel like we're adding friction, we're not doing our jobs, right? All right, looks like this one's back online. Oh my God. I don't know the reference. I don't know what you're talking about. Who's they? Who is they? All right, I'll go to this chat. Let's see, what did I miss? There's a Chinese web. They are offering different APIs like Claude for 70 to 90% off. Interesting. I mean, I think the real question here is it legitimate? You know what I mean? Is it actually legitimate? Like, are you actually using Fable 5? That's the real question I would have. Okay, now it looks like comments are coming in, so I can take that off screen. That's weird, man. That's weird. I'm gonna have to keep that open so that if anything, I'll just keep that side by side with the comments that I can pin to ensure I don't miss anything again. Super weird. Hey, how about that Portugal game yesterday, though? Anybody catch that? Man, I was on edge that entire game. All right, FedEx. This FedEx website's annoying. It's like, it'll keep the map open, and then it wants to try to force me to sign in with a guest account every freaking time. I mean, at this point, I should just sign up for an account. Right? Like, the hell is this? There it is. Right? No, there's a way to trace like what's being called. I'm sure I can figure it out, but off the top of my head, I wouldn't know. Mr. Baker might know. They're paying people in the West to get monthly subs, then routing requests through them. Ah, okay, okay. Bro, at this point, I'm just signing up for a damn FedEx delivery manager account. This is annoying. I'm getting really tired of this. I just want to be able to watch the damn map so I know when it's close. It's really annoying. Bro, I don't... What? Come on now. Ah, so annoying. I must have created that account. I'm using my personal email for that one. I must have created an account like years and years ago. I have no idea what that is. Let me use my email. All right. Come on, where are you going to open? Where are you going to open? Bro, it's a new piece of hardware. That's like the only reason I'm keeping an eye on this package. Is it also doesn't say signature required, which I'm shocked by, right? Bro, it just keeps going further away from me. It's really pissing me off. It's like it's been on the outskirts just a few streets over. But I do live in a highly populated, dense area, so I mean, it's just going from spot to spot. That's annoying. It's really annoying. All right. If you were linking something, I didn't see it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Someone new to vibe coding or coding, what would be the best combination to use Hermes Agent with Anthropic? I'm still learning, so I'm trying to figure out what would be the best for a beginner to build. So, as you may or may not know, Anthropic is very clear that you can't use third-party harnesses or agent harnesses, just any third-party harness for that matter, that's outside of their suite of tools for their subscriptions. Now, if you want to pay API costs, that's on you. So I guess my answer would depend is, are you going to attach an API key to your Hermes Agent system, or are you trying to find a workaround with your Anthropic subscription through Hermes Agent? Answer that question real quick, because my recommendation would change depending. Yeah, when I originally built out my team, I showed off this team. Like, I built this out in February. Whoa. I spent most of December, January tinkering, and then I think the team formed in January, but then it really started to get well defined in February. Elon Musk is my CTO. Gary Vaynerchuk is my CMO, and Warren Buffett is my CRO. And not research, right? Revenue. But I think I did rename him to Growth because this internal system doesn't really, he gives me ideas to generate revenue, but he doesn't handle any of that. That's Hermes Agent system now. And then my researcher is my main agent. This is Muddy, right? I called him Muddy out the gate. It just felt like the right name, and that never changed. I know, right? That's kind of what, no, yeah. No, he had to turn right at some point to get to where he is. Because if he were only turning left, he'd be going in a circle. You know what I mean? He wouldn't be going further away. I know where he's at. He's at this complex. Is it lunchtime? Is he really taking a lunch break up there? That son of a... There's like, there's a Chipotle, a Panda Express, a Safeway. There's a lot of stuff in there, but he could very well be delivering things. Yeah, that makes no sense, right? Because like, I feel like these apps should show the most efficient route for you to drop packages off. And for you to skip one house when it's in the route, like, I don't get that. I don't get that. I feel like you would have, they would have more sophisticated tech. But hey, I tip my hat off to delivery drivers. Thank you for delivering the things that we need relatively on time. Like, it's amazing how many packages are getting shipped and handled on a daily and hourly basis. It's just absurd. We don't have this in Portugal. Sure, we get shipments, but Amazon, this type of like next day, that doesn't exist over there. So when I'm back here, I truly get, first I'm amazed by it, and then I get spoiled by it, and I get accustomed to it very quickly. You know what I mean? But in Portugal, like for Amazon, we have to order through Amazon Spain, and then there's generally a 10-day lead time. You might get something in 7 days, but the next day does not exist over there. Does not exist over there. Mr. Baker, I mean, maybe because you're not in the States, but if you were in the States, they're very efficient here. They're insanely efficient. So I think it depends on the country. Sometimes they do same day if it's with, I was just giving an example to the whole, most of Europe, it's not next day. I guess it depends on what parts of Europe you are. If you're near a major hub, right? Portugal has too many rules on import-export fees. They tax way too much when it comes to importing and exporting packages. So it makes sense why it is the way it is over there. That's why I don't even bother ordering Amazon when I'm in Portugal. Those, you know, usually 6 months out of the year. I appreciate it, Yunder. Hey, you got to keep me on my toes because you're 100% correct. Like, as long as I order first thing in the morning, it's for most things, it's same day. But for the most part, it's 1 to 2 days. Next day or the day after, depending on where it's coming from as well. Hey, I would say let's leave that for, we're going to do Mondays where I roast, where I check out what you're building. I think that's just YouTube's moderation, just being super cautious, which kind of makes sense, right? But Mondays, I'm going to start doing a little roast session. I think would be a fun one. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're in Goa, eh? Very nice. I always wondered what part. Dude, I was there for about 10 days. I miss it. I love Goa. Such a beautiful part of the coast there in India. I'll definitely be coming back to Goa at some point, although I just don't know when that'll be. Yeah, not surprised by that. What's up, Johnny? Johnny 5, how we doing today? Welcome back. Happy Friday. Today we're just vibing. I wanted to get more done, but I'm also keeping an eye on this package, so we're just vibing in chat. That's been the main focus right now. I got a rather expensive package arriving, so I've been keeping an eye on it to make sure I don't miss it when it arrives and have to go chase it down. Because I don't have the option to leave an e-signature or anything like that. It's really annoying. This is a weird one. Usually I have that option. Nice, nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. Ah, okay, okay, nice. Yeah, happy pre-4th, everyone. Nice, nice. Let's go. All right, so that's done. I'll get to that. We'll work on that a little bit later. You know, as much as I wanted to work on the Hermes Agent curriculum during the live stream, I think I'm just gonna finish that myself. Let's just go. I want to push this live today, though, this landing page, as we're gonna send a newsletter out today. Just to remind everybody, it starts a week from today. So the template here looks solid. It's just I have to make sure I double check our whiteboard that we put together here. And then I need to fine tune episode 4 as well, because I didn't put anything in there for that. But this is essentially going to be what we're building next weekend. Mr. Baker is spicy today. I said, did you see? No, I don't see links for some reason. I'm guessing YouTube's default moderation is blocking links. Ah, okay, very nice. Yeah, that's the best way to dip your toes, man. It's just start playing with all the different options. I personally love Claude Design for ideation purposes. Why is that not loading? Interesting. For ideation purposes, to like look at existing things that are in production or existing local previews of things that I've built, and then either rebuilding it or, you know, giving me ideas based off of, I primarily use the prototype, the wireframe, and the animations part of Claude Design. Yes, I've been tuning it in, or I've been fine-tuning it, rather, is the proper way to say that. But I have decided to decrease the size of my team. I realized it's just too much noise. There's too many. So tonight, one of my to-do lists is actually to trim a couple of my agent profiles, maybe a handful or more. And then I'm going to revisit that delegation map and fine tune things a bit more over the weekend. But keep in mind, I have new hardware coming in today to where I'm finally pulling off my OpenClaw and my Hermes for Clearmud off of this machine that I'm on. So that's going to be my priority first. And then I'm going to go into optimizing both systems once they're fully migrated over. Hey, all good? Cross eyes. Brendan, how we doing today? Hope you're doing well. Hey man, I'm glad we didn't have too crazy of a heat wave. Like, I thought it was going to be worse this week than it was. At least for me, like, it's not that hot, and I kind of love it. I'm not sure how it is for you up north. Yeah, let me know what you think. It's fun. It's fun. Like, I wouldn't rely on it, but it's fun to experiment different parts of. And I personally, I hate desktop apps. If I'm being honest, I prefer working with Claude Code and the CLI. That's just how I started. But I will admit their desktop app, it's getting better. It's not perfect, but that's how I test Claude design is through their desktop app. I think the latest version, if you just look along the left-hand side vertical menu bar, you'll see a Claude design link. Nice, nice. Yeah, so the best approach right now is, you know, how I'm doing it on my OpenClaw system is I don't have my agents invoke Claude-P, right? Because that's been the workaround since they banned, or, you know, I want to say it was April 4th when they did this, but they announced that you can no longer use OpenClaw. And they were also, you know, jabbing. This is kind of before the popularity of Hermes Agent grew, but pretty much any third-party agent harness with your subscription, that's blocked, right? But there are workarounds, and one of the workarounds has been have your agent invoke Claude-P, but they're also now limiting that. I believe due to the Fable ban, that was supposed to kick off June 15th. I'm not sure if that still happened. But one workaround I have now is my agents on OpenClaw, they just actually spin up their own terminal. They invoke Claude, and then they perform whatever request I have. It costs more tokens, sure. But it doesn't violate the terms of service because they're actually spinning up a terminal, spinning up Claude, doing the prompt, and then applying the output to whatever it is they're working on. That's been my workaround. It's not the most efficient, but it works, right? And I have a feeling that's gonna be the same thing on Hermes. I would honestly, Tex, the way I figured it out is I just vibed my way through the process and I explained what's happening with Anthropic, you know, because the agents don't always know, right? I explained the context and saying, hey, you know, this process is soon to be blocked, or, you know, we're going to start being billed for usage, you know, invoking Claude-P in the CLI. So instead, I want to, you know, create this mode where, oh, I see Mr. Baker, you just noticed. I have Muddy working on the Discord in real time. So we're getting ready phase 2 of the Discord. So I love that just autonomously all worked. I did just see you pop into that chat though. That's hilarious. Let's see. Yep. Everybody from before July 1st became OGs, and we're soon to open it up to the public. Love how you just discovered that. And I love that Muddy's doing the work. Great. What's the recap here? Okay. Nice. Sorry. I squirrel here sometimes. I'll get off topic when I see something. Hopefully that answers your question, but I would talk it just in plain English through with your main agent or your default agent profile saying, hey, I'd like to utilize our Claude subscription sub. This route is blocked, this route is blocked, but we could, in theory, create a process to where every time we want to use Claude, we can spin up a CLI on the host machine wherever Hermes Agent is hosted, and it could actually use Claude in interactive mode. That does not violate terms of service, at least as of now. I mean, they'd be shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, they continue to shoot themselves in the foot, but here we are all using Fable and excited about Fable. It's kind of wild. Yeah, YouTube blocks links. Makes sense. Hyperframes was better than I thought it would be with Fable as boss man. Nice. Squirrel Goa was a port. That's exactly what turned me on to Goa, to be honest with you. Yes. I didn't want to I had the thought to say that as I was saying, like, why I went there. Why I went there was primarily because, like, you know, I had been, you know, a few friends have said you should check it out, but then a few of my family members said, did you know Goa was originally a Portuguese colony that settled there, right? And a lot of the residents speak Portuguese. Oh, I didn't know about this though. A lot of residents are getting Portuguese passports if they can prove their grandfathers, etc., were in Goa during the era. Interesting. Very cool. Yeah, I did notice that when I was there. I hope it's I'm interpreting this question as, how can GPT 5.6 be better next week? How can it be better? Or do you mean it better get released next week? Do you have access to GPT 5.6 or something? Are you holding out on us? Because we do not have, I don't have access to that. I'd love access to it. I've squirreled so much, I forgot to keep an eye on that package. I don't like this FedEx's website. They need to hire Claude or GPT to optimize this. What would that password be? That'd probably be a very old password, eh? No. All right, he's getting close. He's getting close. I'd show the map, but I don't want to show my look. You know, like, I don't want to dox myself in that way. Is he on that main street? He's getting real close. Yeah, they really are, and they're so outdated. I feel like, if anything, UPS is starting to update before FedEx, but back in my IT days, back when we used to ship a lot of components, like, FedEx's website looks almost, it feels identical to the old days. UPS though is starting to feel a bit more fresh because I have started to list a whole bunch of stuff on eBay. I'm going through this spring cleaning / minimalism phase where I'm just getting rid of everything I don't need in my day-to-day. So I've been shipping more things, but I primarily ship through UPS or USPS. I rarely ship through FedEx, so I haven't had to use their website in a bit. Yeah, I mean, it might be though. It might be. I think so. They're also releasing it. Let's go talk about that real quick. GPT 5.6. So, you know, they're releasing. I'm very curious as to what this means. So, does that mean Sol Ultra is going to have different levels of effort and reasoning? And the same with Sol, and the same with Terra? Or are these the different levels of thinking and effort and reasoning behind it? The thinking level, I think GPT calls it. Because I feel like this one, yes, I'm sure it's just as good, if not better, right? But like, we're not all going to have access to this. This is going to be the equivalent of Mythos 5, right? Only select organization and government entities are probably going to have access to that. We're going to have access to this pleb version of Sol Ultra called Sol. Right? I can't wait to test this. And if they do honor, right, like if these are a part of GPT subs, I think it's not long after that Anthropic will follow suit and re-enable access to Fable 5 through their subscriptions. They're probably going to lose so much money and so much business through that. Looks like Ultra is new extra thinking level for Soul. Okay. Got it. Got it. So we get Soul, we get Terra, we get Luna, but then these all have their individual levels. So low, medium, high, I'm guessing. Let's see. Thinking. I don't know. I feel like those are the thinking levels for GPT-5.6. Because usually they'll show a comparison of low, medium. Oh no, look at that. We just answered our own question there. So Luna, reasoning effort, medium. So it is going to have the low, medium, high per model. Okay. Glad I highlighted over that chart. X high Terra, high Terra. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. I hope I'm sorry. I just mean, they say it's better than Fable, seems impossible. They could use Hermes Agent. It has a native open map skill that allows them to plan routes. Oh, hold up. I might have to pause this real quick. I'll catch up on chat in a moment. We are literally, it's 1 block away. I kind of want to go outside and just stand there. Like an excited kid getting a new toy. Let's see. The problem is this map doesn't update real time. But it's been like updating every 30 seconds. It'll change the pin. But I don't hear a truck outside, although I'm going to check really quickly. Hold on. No, I don't see a truck outside. I gotta keep my ear open though, because these noise canceling headphones, I wouldn't hear it. Someone shipped me a package overnight from 40 miles away. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry to laugh, but that's too funny. That's too funny right there. Wow. Gemini 3.5 Pro arrives around July 17th with a brand new pre-train. Interesting. I feel like Gemini, it's from the perspective of generative video, I think it's great, but I don't know. I'm on the fence. I feel like I'm throwing money away with my AI Ultra sub through the business workspace. I think I'm going to cancel it this month. I think this will be my last month until I'm convinced otherwise to renew it. I feel like I'm just throwing money down the drain with that plan. Because I rarely use Gemini models, right? I only use it for access to Google Flow. And I feel like I'd rather use that budget for something else, or at least save the money until I can justify don't you dare, don't you dare. Bro, how do you end up back there? He was 1 block away, and there's a street I'll run in the morning that takes you up behind and wraps around. You gotta be... I hate you. I hate you, FedEx. I absolutely hate you. Wonderful. Absolute. He was right there, 1 block away, 1 stop sign away. And there's so many apartment complexes up there too. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, I'm losing my damn mind. I'm losing my damn mind. I'm just so excited to unbox this thing. That's so annoying. That is so annoying. I have so many questions. Is there ever you do a service where you can pay for one-on-one? Listen, I appreciate the support and ask. As of now, I'm in the process of sunsetting that option. If you want to explore that, just reach out on the contact form on clearmud.ai. I have gotten to a point though where there's so much inbound. I've decided to sunset one-on-one sessions and project-based bids to only offering retainer-based solutions. Because I can't scale my time 1v1 I can't scale my time when it's project-based bids, where I have to spend days, if not weeks, fine-tuning a bid to then do a 5 to 10 days sprint and have no life, right? I can't scale that easily, but I can scale retainers. So that's where I've been kind of focusing all my time and attention on. And I haven't officially sunsetted the one-on-one, but the best bet is reach out and listen. Like, there's a reason I do these live streams, is this is free, right? And I will always answer all questions as thoughtfully and detailed as possible on these live streams. So I'm all for you saving money. All the information you need is on YouTube or through one of your models, and it's just figuring it out, working your way through the problem, working your way through the questions, the line of questioning. But yeah, I have to sunset the 1v1 because it's just, I only have so much time in a day, right? And I want to focus more on scaling this retainer offering that I've already signed one client up for. The second client should be coming on board, bearing any surprises, September. And they're big contracts, right? They're not small retainers. And that's where I'd rather focus my attention. I'm just being brutally honest here. That's why I do these live streams. This is one-on-one with me, right? I know there's a lot more people in here, but this is 1v1 here. And this is completely free, and it will always be free. I will never paywall this content. He's watching the stream being like, ha, sucker. Oh, you know what's funny is he's gonna wrap around another busy street back onto the main street, and there's a bunch of businesses there. There's a bunch of apartment complexes there. There's a high rise there with a retirement home, like, but he's so close. This is rough. I know this isn't the most entertaining live stream. I know this turned into let me vibe code with Fable and Hermes Agent into let me watch this FedEx package on a map. Oh, yo, what's up, official? Welcome. Wouldn't Anthropic have Mythos running their marketing plans if it's so good? Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell which companies have AI write their articles. I'm not going to name any names. I don't want to point fingers. I don't want to get canceled over here, but we know who they are. Perched on the porch. Really though, I'm glad I didn't go outside, because I'd be sitting there like walking out to Main Street, noticing no FedEx truck anymore. And then sure enough, here he is up the freaking hill on the street that goes around. It's like, come on now. I might have to. I'm not taking that bet. I appreciate you. I'm who hurt you? I'm just now catching up on these comments. It's hilarious. I mean, hold up. Give me a cop attack there. I mean, you are, I hate to dox you, but you're in the UK, right? So aren't delivery companies pretty bad over there from what I understand, or are they generally on time and solid? I could have sworn I heard some rumor that they're not the best and most efficient. I subbed to Gemini for the, oh, nice. It's actually very smart. Hey, it's a win-win, right? It's a win-win. Yeah, a little bit. Yesterday I was at the new client's office all day, so I didn't touch Fable at all. And then I came home and watched the Portuguese World Cup game, and I was tilted for, what was it? Like almost 2 hours straight. I was just tilted. Like, I don't know if anybody watched that game, but there was +10 at the end of the game at the 90-minute mark. +10. They let it play on to +16, +17. And it got to right around the mark of +14-ish, where Croatia scored a goal. And I'm thinking, like, why isn't the fucking game stopped? you're 14 minutes, like you're 14 minutes past 90. You said you were going to end it at plus 10, but they're letting them play with no explanation. It's like they wanted that to happen, but they ended up being offsides when they tied with that goal. So it didn't count, but then they let them play another 3 minutes. Like, I was so tilted and frustrated by the refs in that game. Not call it, like, Croatia was being very aggressive towards us. And there was a lot of missed calls. There was obviously a lot of good calls, but I was heated yesterday. So there was my day. I was at a client's office all day, running off a few hours of sleep. Did a Portuguese soccer game, and then I ate some dinner and just relaxed in the evening. I didn't do much Fable. I did start a few prompts, but to answer you, Mikey, I built a replica. I can't say it's an exact replica of Windows XP 64-bit, but I did build a Debian-based version of Windows XP 64-bit, just kind of a replica skin, if you will. I started working on this lead magnet funnel, did a little bit of work on this geo extension toolkit. Labs is going to be my first front-facing OS. I'm sorry I can't show this. It's not ready for preview yet. If you do want to get on the waitlist is open. I will be opening it up for beta testers for free at some point, but I'm doing a lot of work on that. And then ClawCrib. I've barely gone through. Let's update our usage. So I'm at 28%. So today, tonight, tomorrow is all Fable for me. So come back to me Monday, and I'll have a long, lengthy list of things that I've built, Mikey. This weekend's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm literally waiting for some hardware right now to migrate my OpenClaw and Hermes Agent systems over to it, and then I'm just going ham all weekend. I'm like, I will not leave the desk except for a minor barbecue with the sister and the nephews. I'll probably leave for 2 or 3 hours and then come right back. What about you? What have you built? I'm curious. Yeah, I know, just with the path he's taken, and now he's just going further up the... You gotta be kidding me. He's just going further away now at this point. Bro. And FedEx wants me to refresh. Yes, I'm still here. I'm going to refresh and it's going to get me to log in. Oh, I refreshed and he's closer. Ooh, nice. Okay, he's coming down that hill I was telling you guys about. But that hill, there's a lot of apartment complexes in that retirement home that's like, I think it's like 20 stories high. It's a damn big, it's a really big building. It's a really big building. I'm hoping he just drives on right past that. Come on. Now, Amazon will do that. FedEx isn't telling me you're next, you're X amount of stops away. It's just saying scheduled delivery, my pin on the map, between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., which means another hour and 20 minutes until like it's max. But that'll shift at a moment's notice. And then it shows the truck's recent location. It doesn't say how many stops it has like Amazon does between where the truck is and where you are, right? It's kind of annoying. I wish it showed that. But I know his name is Ivan. Yeah, it did. Yeah, of course. And hey, thanks for the great questions. Like, yeah, definitely reach out. I can try to squeeze you in as one of the last one-on-ones, but I would rather be very transparent with you as far as, you know, my intentions moving forward with the channel. Like, these live streams are the best place to get that one-on-one access in a way to me, right? In the UK, it very much depends where in the UK you are and which delivery. Got it. I feel like if you're more out in the boonies, right? No, that's an Amazon truck. Fun stream, eh? Fun stream. I guess I'll have to at least unbox it. We won't set it up on stream, but I will open it. It's not going to be the most exciting thing to see. Are you a Croatia fan? You appear to be a Croatia fan. I mean, listen, we had goals taken away too. It cut both ways. It wasn't just a one-way thing. Like, we both got robbed. We both got robbed. Acronym ITTDD. That sounds weird. ITTDD. But hey, Johnny, if you're a Croatia fan, I'm sorry to hear your team went home. It was a great game, even though we were both robbed of some goals. It played out the way it played out, sadly, you know. I mean, I'm happy, but sadly for Croatia. Yeah, I do. This weekend's going to be fun for me. After this stream, I'm going to the store and I'm stocking up on just food in general because my fridge is a bit empty and I pretty much cook all my own meals. So I just want to make sure the house is ready with everything I need, all the fluids I need, all the food I need. And I'm going to lock in for the next couple days, you know? So I'm excited. But let me finish reading. Not actually sure, but got Fable set up on a VPS orchestrating on a timer around the usage limits connected to GitHub for 24 hours and counting. Nice. Wow. Probably won't deliver what it's planning. Dude, if you're willing to share, I'd be happy to look at I think starting Mondays. I don't know if we'll start this coming Monday. We would probably wait until after the boot camp, but I want to start turning our Mondays into part ideation but part roast. So I'll continue to build in public, plan the week's videos in public. I heard a truck. And the map disappeared on me, so diligently just listening. Dude, why are you going back up the hill? This is so frustrating. He comes down the hill just to go back up the hill. How do you even turn around on that street as a big truck? That's what I don't understand. I think you see this in the Columbia game when they want to say, you know, middle finger to you or F you, they'll do this. I'm doing this right now to the delivery driver. That is pissing me off. Like, you just circled around my apartment twice as far as I'm concerned. Like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, it really was a great game. It really was a great game. Like, I was on edge the whole time. I know, like, at first it was, you know, the possession favored Portugal the first half, but you guys came out on a mission in that second half. I mean, there were a lot of shots on goal just in general. It was a great game from that perspective. I really hope it doesn't have the stream on. Yeah, we gotta smash Fable until the 7th. That's my plan. Like, I'm pretty much locking in starting tonight through Tuesday. And I'm only leaving my house for a small 3 to probably realistically a 5-hour window of time I'll leave. But other than that, I am locked in. As much as I want to go golf and play 18 holes, I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to have to wait. You pissed? Don't deliver tomorrow. They're trying to torture you. Yeah. Well, I'm doing FedEx, and FedEx does do Saturday deliveries. I remember that being one of the perks of it. We used it as a family business to ship certain components and new builds for clients who would order them over the phone or order them online. And we always chose FedEx because Saturday deliveries, Saturday home day deliveries. On a run pattern was wild to watch. Got it all set up so fast. Always a bottleneck for what we wanted. It blew past it. Nice. That's a tough street to reverse on, I'll tell you. For a truck like that street's got a big incline on it too. Yeah, man, I'm excited for this. I'm very excited for this. I literally cannot wait to test 5.6 Sol from an agent perspective. What's interesting is, why does it feel like some of this is demo? They're not running right now, so they're walking around. He's walking through desks. All right, let's optimize Claw Crib. So previously, before I had you take a crack at this new 3D render, right? They would only move if they're actually working, if they're doing something. But to me, I'm looking at all the agents and some of them just move at a certain frequency. So meaning frequency, like every so-and-so minutes, some of the agents will move to the center of the room and then the lounge and then back. They're also walking through desks. So we need to create lanes of where they can travel and walk. Look into this. Let me know if I can give you any more information that would allow you to do a better job. But they should not be able to walk through walls, essentially. Walls of the room, especially. Do a quick little vibe-esque prompt with Fable here on Claw Crib. Yeah, dude's just going further away from the place now. Wonderful. Great. All right. I'm guessing he's coming after lunch. Take a quick bio break, BRB. Man, I remember a time where all my FedEx packages would come in at 10 a.m. Especially if they were second day aired. You usually get the early slot, not the late slot. Ivan, the terrible delivery driver. Mr. Baker nailed it. Yeah, I have no input on this one. Okay, Mr. Baker knows. Nice. 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 Yeah. Continuity comes from the files, not from keeping a process alive. Well said. The COVID killed that. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you for sticking through so late. Wishing you a good evening, Sharma. Have a great weekend, and catch you next week. Cheers. Ooh, look at that. French press is polished. Man, I want to get all of my systems ready now. Let's go power on Hermes. Get him ready as well. Yeah, and I also want to go to the store. All right, go to my local spot that this grocery store is like not only one of the cheapest, but they have the biggest variety of fruits and vegetables from literally all over the world. Mangoes from damn near every country, and they're a fraction of the cost of Whole Foods. It's amazing like what they have and how much they charge for it. So I want to go there too, but I'm not leaving before this package gets here. So now I'm just kind of sitting here waiting. Fun stuff. I guess I could always do a little early load of laundry before the weekend begins, you know? Get that out the way. I'm also doing some work on the side of Discord right now. While Fable takes a crack at this. Oh, look at that. I had stuff coming from Amazon too, so I already have some packages outside. Forgot about that. Listen, I'm just doing all the prep I need to do. So all I do this weekend is work out of Fable and work out of Hermes and work out of OpenClaw. Like once this hardware gets here, I go to the grocery store, and then after that, I just lock in. So what can I do to not have to do what I normally do on a weekend, which is do a general quick pickup and cleanup of the apartment in the morning on a Saturday, do some laundry, right? That's always a Saturday thing for me. But I think for this weekend, I'm gonna avoid that. We're gonna do it today. You're like, bro, I did not come to watch your channel to be reminded about doing laundry. Oh, that's too funny. That's too funny. Oh, come on now. All right. Let's just... No, this map. I don't even know if this map's accurate anymore, to be honest. But it is just getting further and further away from us. It's very depressing. Very depressing. That's sad. I'll leave that there. Yep. All right. Listen, I think I got to make a decision here. I think I'm gonna go get some responsibilities out of the way so that I can come back and get to work. I was really hoping to have that package arrive so we can at least unbox it. It wouldn't be the most exciting thing, right? It's just gonna be a little mini ATX case with a whole bunch of hardware inside of it, but nevertheless, I got to run some errands, got to do some human-based responsibilities before I lock in for the weekend and the rest of the day. So I think this is a great place to end it. If you're watching this recording, drop a comment below. Let me know if you have any questions. I know today turned into watching the FedEx delivery map type of day. But nevertheless, we have a Hermes Agent Bootcamp completely free here on YouTube starting next Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday live streams starting at 9 a.m. Pacific. I'll be sending out a newsletter to just our combined list of emails that we have accumulated from the website, as well as manual signups. We'll send that out by end of day today, just to give you a 7-day reminder. What else? Labs OS is going to be our first front-facing OS. It's still very much in development, but the purpose of Labs OS is to take you from idea/prototype to production, trying to help remove the friction and just helping you ship more, while also following a $1 million annual reoccurring revenue playbook. There's going to be some other things layered in there as well, but that is in the coming months. Hopefully we'll have beta testing open by next month. I can't guarantee it though with this new client. We'll see. I have to dedicate a certain amount of time to that new client. And what else? And yeah, have fun with Fable. Have fun building with Fable. I'm looking forward to seeing on Monday what everybody built over the weekend. Monday will be our second to last day of Fable access through our subscriptions. So that should be a fun one. But yeah, listen, as always, I want to thank everybody for stopping by, spending their time here on the channel. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Sharma. Thank you, Duval. Thank you, Sam D. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you, Mr. Baker. Thank you, Official AIPW. Thank you, Yunder. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Tex. Thank you, Brendan. See, can I keep scrolling? I can. Thank you, Kabook. Thank you, Mythos. And I missed pinning one of your comments. Forgive me. And I can't keep scrolling. That's as far as I can go. Oh, and I feel bad for, hold on. It's there. Who's 9? No. Who's 9? Man, forgive me. It takes me a few times. But yeah, I hope everybody has a great weekend. If you're in the United States, wishing you a happy 4th of July. If you're outside of the United States, I still wish you a great weekend. And we'll be back at it on Monday. Until then, happy building. Cheers.